Okay. So now let us move on to the power rule, theorem number 2. Okay. It has two conditions. Letter A, it says here that if n is a positive integer and if f of x is equal to x to the power of n, then the derivative of f of x is simply equal to n times x to the power of n minus 1. In other words, you just copy the exponent n. You copy n to its left side, then you subtract 1 to its exponent. Okay. That's letter A, if n is a positive integer for the power rule. Letter B, if n is a negative integer and if f of x is equal to x to the power of negative n, then the derivative of f of x is equal to, again, it's just the same. You copy the exponent negative n to its left side times x, then you subtract 1 to its exponent. Okay? So let's apply this to our examples. Okay. Example number 1. F of x is equal to x to the power of 5. Find its derivative. Okay, so it is very clear here that the exponent 5 is positive. So it belongs to condition letter A of the power rule. So its derivative is simply equivalent to f prime of x is equal to, you copy 5, the exponent 5 to its left side. So you have 5, then copy the variable x, then you subtract the exponent by 1. So you have, copy 5x to the 4. Okay? So 5 minus 1 is equal to 4. Does it? Okay? So klaro kayo. So let's say example number 2. F of x is equal to x to the power of 20. Again, the exponent is positive. So simply, we could have its derivative, f prime of x, written by this, is equal to, you copy the exponent 20 to its left side. So write that to its left side. Then copy the variable x. Then you subtract the exponent by 1. So that's it. You have 20x. What is 20 minus 1? That is 19. Okay? So, example 1 and 2 has an exponent positive. So, let's try example number 3. F of x is equal to x to the power of negative 5. So, it is very clear that it belongs to the power rule where its exponent is negative. Okay, so simply, we can have its derivative as f prime of x. It is just the same as what we did to example 1 and 2. So we copy the exponent negative 5 and we write that to its left side. Then x, we copy the exponent, then minus 1. Okay? So you have negative 5 x to the power of negative 5 minus 1, that is negative 6. Now, what if you will be asked that the exponent should be positive? So, simplify that one, and that is just equivalent to negative 5 all over x to the power of 6. So, imurang gipaubos si negative 6 dito sa ubos to make it positive. So, still, the sign of 5 is negative, so you have negative here. Okay? So, klaro? Now, let's move on to example number 4. F of x is equal to 1 over x to the power of 20. So, the variable is in the denominator. So, wala pa man tayo na-introduce na how to solve this one. So, what we're going to do is, we will write this to its equivalent form. Okay. So, you have here, f of x. So, we will write its equivalent form as x to the power of negative 20. So, atong gipasakat si x to the power of 20, gikan sa ubos to the numerator. So, inunaan nila iyang itsura. So, these are equivalent. Now, from this part, we can now obtain its derivative. No? It's just like example number 3. So, you have f prime of x is equal to, we copy negative 20. We write that to its left side, negative 20, x. So, negative 20 minus 1. So, you have here, negative 20, x. What is negative 20 minus 1? You have negative 21. So, since the exponent is still negative, so we will simplify that one, that is negative 20 over x to the power of 21. So, nabutang na siya sa denominator to make it positive. Okay, that's it. This belongs to theorem number 2, the power rule of differentiation. Okay?